Hello and welcome to Wisdom Heaven. Today, we'll follow the inspiring journey of David, a man who faced the depths of despair but discovered the power of resilience and self-belief. Life can often feel like an uphill battle, especially when it seems like everything is working against you. For those moments when the weight of the world is too heavy and the darkness feels overwhelming, it's important to remember that hope is often just beyond the horizon, waiting for you to reach it. The story of David is a reminder that even in the deepest moments of despair, there can be light, and sometimes the most difficult struggles lead to the greatest transformations. David was just an ordinary man, living an ordinary life. However, circumstances in his life took a turn when he lost his job, followed by the breakdown of his long-term relationship. Each day felt like a battle as he grappled with feelings of worthlessness, doubt, and loneliness. The isolation seemed unbearable, and he could no longer see the point in trying to push forward. His confidence, once high, was now shattered, and he often questioned his abilities and purpose in life. One day, after months of struggling, David came across a quote that changed his perspective. It said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." This simple message hit him like a lightning bolt. He realized that while he might not have all the answers, he could take small steps toward rebuilding himself. The idea of taking one tiny step at a time gave him a renewed sense of control, a feeling he hadn't had in a long time. He didn't need to fix everything all at once. He just needed to begin. His journey wasn't easy, and there were many days when David felt like giving up. But he began to understand the importance of progress over perfection. Even if he stumbled, he reminded himself that it was part of the process. He found small joys in things that once seemed insignificant: a walk in the park, reading a book, or even cooking a simple meal. Slowly, he began to reclaim his sense of self. Each day, no matter how small the victory, was a step forward. The weight he once carried began to lift, little by little. One of the most profound shifts David experienced was his realization that failure was not the end. He had spent so much time fearing it that he hadn't realized failure could be a teacher. Every setback provided an opportunity to learn and grow. He stopped seeing himself as a victim of circumstance and began seeing himself as someone capable of overcoming adversity. This shift in mindset opened up new possibilities that he hadn't even considered before. Doors that once seemed closed started to crack open, revealing paths he was excited to explore. David's life didn't transform overnight, but the more he worked on himself, the more he noticed that things began to align. He landed a job that brought him joy and a sense of fulfillment. His relationships with friends and family grew stronger as he healed. The pain of his past never completely disappeared, but it no longer defined him. Instead of living in the shadows of hopelessness, he had stepped into the light of possibility. He had become resilient, learning how to rise every time life knocked him down. His story is a reminder that life's darkest moments don't define us. It's how we choose to rise from them that shapes our future. When faced with adversity, it's easy to succumb to hopelessness. But what if those moments of pain are the very catalyst for the growth we need to evolve? David's transformation wasn't just about finding happiness again. It was about learning to trust himself, to believe that no matter how bad things seemed, there was always a way forward. Sometimes we are our own harshest critics, and we measure ourselves against impossible standards. But the key to overcoming hopelessness is to realize that we don't need to be perfect to be worthy. Our worth is not determined by our failures or successes, but by the resilience and determination we show when life challenges us. No matter how low you feel, you have the strength within you to rise, even if it's just one small step at a time. If you're feeling hopeless, remember that it's okay to feel lost sometimes. You don't have to have everything figured out, and it's okay to not be okay. Your story is still being written, and every day is a new chance to move forward. Even if it feels like you're stuck, keep moving, even if it's just an inch at a time. The key is to keep going, knowing that every step, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. In the end, David's journey proves that even in the darkest times, there is a way out. He found his strength not by avoiding his struggles, but by facing them head-on, refusing to let them define him. For anyone who feels hopeless, remember that transformation is possible. You are capable of great things, and even when life seems impossible, there is always hope, just waiting for you to find it.